The Vasculitis Expertise Center Groningen already, I think, exists or started in the 1990s. Our central theme is patient needs. So the question, why did I develop vasculitis? Well, that makes us to investigate disease mechanisms. Why was it diagnosed so late? So I think in principle, all over the world, we are really trying hard to get patients in as early as possible. So early recognition is very important. How are my vessels doing? So in general, we treat a patient and we hardly know anything, especially in large vessel vasculitis, about the state of the vessels, but we're working also on imaging of vessels. And prednisolone is a burden for all of us. And patients ask us, do I really need prednisolone? It has a lot of side effects and we are in search for targeted treatments. We do a lot of clinical and translational research, and we have a lot of prospective follow-up cohorts on ANCA-associated vasculitis and on large vessel vasculitis. We do sequential clinical laboratory and immune profiling data before and after treatment and try to build high-quality data sets to build prediction and outcome models. Our research, as said, is clinical and translational. Patients are central and patient-reported outcome. We do research in imaging, histology, cell biology, DNA, RNA, and treatment studies. And we try to combine all the measures the best we can. We have the cohorts, AAV, large vessel vasculitis, PMR, but also children's vasculitis and CNS vasculitis. And we have a website. Unfortunately, it's still in Dutch, but we're busy translating it and connecting to the Vasculitis Foundation and UK sites. We collaborate national and international, and we think it's very important to have a Vasculitis Foundation in these rare diseases. We need to work together on improved well-being of the vasculitis patients. And we think in principle, with all the data we have available, early recognition should be possible. We should really try to prevent development of severe disease. We call it root immunolines or root vasculitis. Work on tailored treatment and shared decision making, and in the end to be able to have new routes available also for the vasculitis patients so that they can age healthy. We would like to congratulate, this is our whole group, Vasculitis Foundation on their 35th years anniversary, and we really appreciate the collaboration with them. I think it's very important to have a Vasculitis Foundation to discuss things and to have the input of patients. So I think it's very important to have this together and to work on this topic together. Yeah.
Okay. So I think these vasculitis foundations are all over the world actually. They're not only extremely important, I think, for patients and their families to share their stories and experiences about the disease, but also about their treatments and how that has impacted their personal lives. But for us, I think these foundations also are important as a sort of a platform in which we can sort of mirror what we do in research and ask feedback actually from patients if we're going into the right direction. So are we actually researching the right things? So that's important for us as well. And I think last but not least is that the vasculitis foundations, as we have experienced in the past, are also very important because they provide us with their seed grants that for projects basically that without that seed funding would never have come to fruition, to be honest. And as you know, a couple of years ago, we got a seed grant from the Vasculitis Foundation to study the biochemical properties of ANCA autoantibodies. And basically that research has now laid the foundation for our participation in a big national cohort actually, or big national consortium, I should say, on autoantibody biochemical features and properties across multiple autoimmune diseases. So I think we're very grateful for the seed grants that these organizations provide us. And to give you another example, we recently also got a small grant from the Dutch Vasculitis Foundation to look at single cells in ANCA patients. And I think that's also something that without that seed money we would never have been able to do. So I think it's really important to have this connection with these patient organizations. So thank you for your contributions.